Hello, all. This is the TV Optimist. Today I'm talking about Night Gallery, requested by my mother. Fuck. This show was really good. If you've ever seen the old Twilight Zone, um, this is basically another Rod Serling creation. He gained fame for Twilight Zone. Night Gallery is not as well known as Twilight Zone. I think Twilight Zone is more mainstream than Night Gallery is. So if you're a hipster, this is the show for you. This is your Twilight Zone. Hipsters, go for it. Are hipsters even a thing anymore? Like it doesn't feel like because I think hipster got too mainstream. I think it just got too much. To be too much. The Night Gallery ran for I believe 3 seasons. Yes. They sometimes have like comedic episodes. But it was like Twilight Zone's more yeah, Twilight Zone's more science fiction. Night Gallery's more horror and supernatural. So I was like, fuck yes. And like it's cool to see like what acting back then, like classic acting from back then. When was Night Gallery released? Let's look at this shit. That is 1969 to 1973 it ran for. So I was talking about way earlier than that, but even at that time period, it's nice to see like who can really show off their acting chops in a really good way and who are just like really hamming it up for the screen. And you get a little bit of both in this series. Let me look up my reviews to fucking have a refresher course on this shit because and I never do this. I always do this, but I never get ready. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, but yeah, my mother requested this series because of one particular episode, and it was the fucking there's like a worm that digs into this guy's brain. He goes like on a trip and fucks him up. Really fucks him up, and like she's like it's so cringy. So when I watched it, I was like, holy shit, wigs. I have the status right here. Watch Mystery Museums or the Scariest Doll, Robert the Doll. Okay, I'm not going. It's back in 2012. Why can't I fucking go to Goggle, look up Night Gallery, Earwig episode, and watch it? Oh, fuck. I should have put in Nick's reviews. Fucking such a dummy. Season 3, Season 2, Season 1. Here we go. And Season 2. I know this is like so suspenseful. What is he going to say? My internet wouldn't be acting like an asshole right now. Okay, Season 1. The Cemetery. One with the killer doll. So I know that I kind of remember that one. That's kind of what my mom was talking about. Haunted by the Ghost of Past, but the first one, the very first, is the best because it's so terrifying, satisfying, just the best. Wow, way to fucking actually like that's the dead man. The cemetery. After murdering his uncle, a man, Roddy McDowell, is haunted by a family painting that keeps changing. Really fucking good. Really fucking good. Like these, like hear about these, like hear these episodes. A blind woman, played by Joan Crawford, undergoes an operation that gives her 12 hours to see. These sound like fucking like really good plots. A fugitive Nazi, played by Richard Kiley, faces the consequences of his past actions. Jesus, Jesus, that's crazy. The pilot came out in '69, November 8th, 1969, before it was picked up and distributed over a year later. The pilot is kind of packaged with the first season, in my opinion. They may have replayed that. I don't know. With the first season. The doll, a hideous doll, is used for revenge against an officer, John Williams, and the colonial forces of Queen Victoria. I think this is like the fucking like. It sounds so familiar. It's so good. Um, and then season 2 happened. I believe season 2 was pretty good too. Is this the one that has the episode? Oh fuck yeah! This is a great fucking episode. The first episode is called "The Boy Who Predicted Earthquakes." A phenomenally successful young seer, Clint Howard refuses to continue making predictions, based on a short story of the same name by Margaret Sinclair. For those who don't know, Clint Howard is the brother of Ron Howard. He grew up to be the weirdest looking dude ever. He plays the Ice Cream Man in a horror movie. I mean, if you saw his face, you know who he is. If you don't know the name, you know the fucking face. But he was an adorable little kid, adorable ass kid. In this episode, that's the best episode ever. He's a little boy and he predicts earthquakes. He makes predictions of all kinds of different things. And they're like, we want to bring, like, I think it's his grandfather, we want to bring him on and show off his talent. And they're like, oh my God, whatever. He's like, I predict there's going to be this, whatever. And then the next day happens and it occurs. I think it's an earthquake or whatever. And they're like, maybe this kid is a seer. Maybe he is psychic. Let's bring him on. What can it hurt? It can bump our ratings or anything or something like that. And then he does it again. And sure enough, the next day, so the fucking ratings go through the roof. People are like, holy shit. Like, they're going crazy. He's on air again. And he goes, tomorrow, everybody will wake up and the world will be at peace. Everyone will get along. There will be no more wars. There'll be no more violence. There'll be no more bloodshed. Everyone will just live the happiest life. It'll be like a utopia, basically, is what he's describing. And everyone's like, oh my God, like what? And then like I think it's his grandfather or father, whoever, I think it's his grandfather that brings him on, is like, brings him to the side and is like, something's off. He's like, what's going on? And he's like, I don't want to make predictions anymore. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. And he's like, I need to know what's going on. Like, what's tomorrow really about? And he's like, what did you really see? He's like, because he knows he's lying. Everybody else doesn't, but he knows he's lying. He's like, what's going on? He's like, tomorrow there's going to be like a nuclear explosion that kills everybody. It's the end of the world tomorrow. Everyone's going to die. Then he's like, so why'd you say what you said? He's like, because I want everyone to be happy. It's like, oh my God. Like, I want everyone to get along this last day that we have together. It's like, holy shit. What a fucking episode. And that's the first episode. There's four different episodes in the first episode. So I always like separate it. I don't just do the first like whole full packaged episode. The Boy Who Predicted Earthquakes, Mr. Lovecraft sent me, The Hand of Borgus Weems, and Phantom of What Opera. Um, but yeah, then God, it's so good, so fucking good. The entire show is really good. Season three felt a lot more like funny, like there's more humor. They had certain segments that would be like, oh, and like it would try to start to be scary, then it'd be like, hot psych, and play like a kind of like that. Hmm. Okay, yeah. So one thing I couldn't stand, and there's a new theme song, I guess, and it's too extreme for me. I don't like it. It's a smaller season compared to the last one. The last season, I guess, was fucking huge. I guess I can see it right here. It was fucking massive. How many episodes? 22 episodes, and broken up into different segments. I'm not even gonna count the individual segments. Holy shit! Because the first season is like the pilot, which is 3 different segments, and then 6 episodes after that. So a total of like 7 episodes. So to go from like 7 episodes. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a second. It's like 20 something episodes. 8. It's a lot of episodes. Like 13, 14, like 15 episodes, 16, 17, 18, like 19 episodes. Holy shit. Then after this one, it's not that long. Oh, fuck. I could have just looked at, yeah, it's 22 episodes. And this one is 15 episodes. So the second longest. But yeah, I couldn't stand it, aside from its length, was its comedy sections and all the episodes that feature romance. That was toned down greatly this season, and for once, my favorite episode wasn't the first. It was actually the ninth, Finnegan's Flight, where a prison inmate, through hypnotism, makes another inmate believe a multitude of things while also making the impossible possible. It's a fun episode, and overall, this was a great series. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks to my mom for requesting the series. But yeah, if you have the chance, it was on Hulu when I watched it. When was this? When the fuck did I do this? 2015, 5 years ago. Holy shit, almost 5 years ago. It was like November 2015, November 1st, the day before my daughter was born, my oldest. Holy shit, god damn. It was on Hulu, like I was saying. So if you want to like try to track it down, I highly request it. It's I highly recommend it. It's a really good show, a really good piece of history. Like I said, I didn't really care for the third one overall, like in the grand scheme of things. But I think like it was awesome. It was an awesome experience watching all those shows, all those segments and everything. So once again, thank you, Mother, for requesting this series. Truly, really, because she was like she requested an episode, like just a single episode. Just review the single episode. I'm like, I don't do that. Like with music, I request this song, or I request this one album. I'm gonna review like all the albums. I'm gonna go overboard with it. But yeah, truly, thank you for watching this video, this review, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful life.